Alrighty guys, Chris from Canopies and 4x4 here again. Today what we got is we're going to get a manual roller shutter fitted on this R8 Ranger, next gen Ranger. I mean, they've been out since 2022, so I think at this point calling it the next gen Ranger is probably not the smartest thing to do or the most accurate thing. It's the current generation Ranger. It's the R8 Ranger if you wanted to know what the chassis code of it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to get one of our manual roller shutters fit on this bad boy. We're going to get its sports bar refitted as well, and we're going to go through the entire assembly and fit process. So if you enjoy the video, give it a like, subscribe. We've got a lot more coming. I'm going to remind you at the end anyway. So if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, you make sure you like and subscribe at the end. Or dislike the video, I don't really care. In fact, actually I do care. Please don't dislike our videos. It makes me very upset. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, who am I kidding? Gentlemen, who am I kidding? Plural. Gent, my main man, whatever your name is, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you staying until the end of the video. Anyway, so manual roller shutter done and dusted. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the fitting process there. I'll just go through the operation of it while I've got yous. So to open it, what you do is you pull first, take a little bit of tension off the roller spring, press the button. Once you press the button, it'll go into its unlocked mode and it'll roll all the way to the back. That's if the strap isn't caught on the tailgate, that is. Once it rolls all the way to the back, it'll engage its locking mechanism. You've got multiple locking positions. 1, 2, 3, very straightforward. Or you can also choose to lock it wherever you would like. Well, into the cutout positions. John, show the people actually where it stops here. On these sidearms, you've got these cutouts where the spring-loaded pins launch into. So if you do want to go ahead and just sort of stop it halfway, you can. That's controlled by this knob over here. Very convenient integrated pull strap over here. Boom. As you guys saw, we go ahead and we water test these. We make sure that they are as watertight as they can be. And we also go ahead and we seal up the additional caps that the Next Gen Ranger comes with to make sure that there is no water or eliminating as much water as we can. Unfortunately, no product is 100% waterproof, but because of all the bits and pieces that we do for these, anything more than drips and drops that are coming through the roller shutters is covered under the warranty. So now you know how to fit one yourself. If you want to fit one yourself, you can grab one at ozcanopies.com.au, or if you want to get in touch with us and have our team fit it as well, you can see that's what we do all day, every day here at Oz Canopies and 4x4. Once again, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We have so many more of these videos in the pipeline across all the different makes and models. So if you enjoy these fitting videos, please give us a like. It lets us know to continue to make them. Anyway, Chris, Oz Canopies and 4x4, signing off.